Hello and welcome back to Aphrodisia. I hope you're all doing well today. Anyway, we have a few piles here from you to pick from. Today we're going to be looking at what is coming your way. So we have two piles, love and peace. Close your eyes and connect with your higher self and ask for some guidance. When you're ready, open your eyes and pick a pile. If you need to, pause the video. But before we get started, please help support this channel by liking and subscribing and pressing the bell icon to be alerted on new videos. And the decks that I've used will be in the description box below. So for those of you who picked pile love, this is your reading. I wanted to cover up the cards so that we can see the individual cards, but the chariot is the number 7, which if you can see it's underneath here, it's number 7. So yeah, that's if you're into numerology and you're looking at numbers as signs. Yeah, so what's coming your way in the near future is that I feel like you are going to get many new opportunities to start something new, like to start a project. You could have a new job, you could be working on like a new business venture. It could be anything, and I think this is a new beginning that is going to be really beneficial for you in terms of helping you to heal money issues. You are a boss and you are able to kind of manage your resources so much so that you can utilize your skills and your abilities to earn money back in, if you get what I mean. Like, it's about you really harnessing your power so that you can like gain returns and you can seek returns from the skills and the knowledge and everything that you can offer the world. And so I feel like you are going to be finding a way to put out what you can offer to the world. And this is going to result in a lot of new financial opportunities coming in for you, and it's going to result in a lot of healing of money issues. So if you've had financial issues in the past, this is going to be resolved in the near future. And I feel like commitment coming has twofold. It's a twofold kind of meaning here. First, what I'm getting is that either you're going to get these opportunities that's going to stick around for a long time. So if business opportunities come in, or you get to invest in something, it's something that's going to last a long time. It's going to be something that is going to give you returns. Or if it's a job that you're looking for, this is going to be a permanent job. It's not going to be like a 2 months and then you're fired, or 2 months and the company closes down kind of thing. It's a pretty permanent kind of thing. And I feel like for some of you as well, there is going to be a union coming in. For a very small pile of you, you're going to get it all. Like, you're going to have like a new job, and then you're going to have union, you're going to have everything that you wanted. And I do feel like for some of you, it's a huge yes. For all the dreams that you have been, hoping to achieve, you are going to get this like dream come true. I feel like for some of you, you are going to find that whatever hard work that you've put into in the past on yourselves, on your connection, on your like family issues, financial issues, you are going to get things coming back to you tenfold. Like the good that you put out to the world, and the, how do I put this? Like the blessings that you put out to the world. If you've been generous to people, you've helped people in the past, it's going to return to you tenfold. Like, you are going to be able to, like the universe is going to reward you for your generosity, and the universe is going to reward you for being kind, if you get my meaning. And it's like a huge yes. The future is going to be a huge yes card for you. Like, things are just going to be really, really easy. Things are going to just keep coming your way in the near future, and you're going to feel like it's going to be like a sun card all around. Like, you're feeling like in the sun's energy in the near future. I love this. I do feel like for some of you, when when you have this new commitment in terms of new union, it's either a new relationship that you're going to go into, or it's going to be a reconciliation with someone, and this person's going to come in, this person's mature, they are ready to build with you, they are going to be the king to your queen, they are going to want to have this new passionate new beginning where they can build with you, they can commit to you. So if they have been like flaky in the past, if they've been saying that, okay, I'm going to commit, but then in the end they don't, this is all going to change. They are not going to be someone who's going to kind of like say something and then mean something else, if you get my meaning. So I feel like this group, you're really going to get all the blessings that you want in your life, and it's going to really come into your life like tenfold. And with the Chariot card, it really emphasizes the Queen of Wands energy in terms of forward movement, progress, in terms of like career progressions, promotions, things like that. And I feel like the Chariot card is also about you coming to a place where you are balancing out the yin and the yang. You're balancing out your energies in order to move in a singular direction. So it's a very positive reading, so I wanted to pull some more cards to see what guidance the universe has to offer you at this point in time. And the guidance for you is calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. And what I'm feeling is that right now, it may seem like all these things, like the yes and the healing, money issues, the commitment, everything seems like a really far off kind of future. And you're not really sure whether this is going to actually come about or not. But the universe is saying, yes, it will come about. And you need to be calm about it. Like you need to take a deep breath and believe in the universe, believe in yourself. I feel like this is a lot about self-confidence as well. It's about you learning to, I feel like it's about you really learning to believe in your abilities, especially with the Queen of Wands here. Like believing in your ability to kind of create and manifest these solutions to your problems, or these new beginnings, or these like this new beginning in love, and you know, these yes energy coming in. So it's really up to you to manifest this for yourself, and you need to believe in yourself, and you need to believe in the universe. And yes, now may be like a huge intense turbulence or like a tower moment for you, but it doesn't mean that you should give up, and you should give up on this whole dream. That it comes in time, and right now, even though you're facing it, you're being told to remember that the darkest hour is just before dawn. I think it's important during these times to kind of find peace within yourself. So with that being said, that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye! For those of you who picked pile peace, this is your reading. There has been a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, a really strong soul connection that you've had that really fell apart. And I think there's still, I'm getting two kind of like piles for this. Either it has fallen apart in the past, like both of you have broken up, you've gone your separate ways, you've really gone through tower moments because it was so painful. You really grieved the ending of this relationship with this person, and this person meant so much to you, and you're still feeling a little bit defeated. You're still feeling a little bit like confused over what has happened. I actually pulled some more clarifier cards for this to see what exactly is going on, and we have the Two of Pentacles and Temperance here. And what I'm feeling is that you have had a period of intense like trauma, like you've had this traumatic kind of ending to something that you really wanted in your life, like this soulmate connection was something that you really wanted, and it ended traumatically, it ended unexpectedly, and you are still reeling from like the after effects of it. You're still in this Five of Swords, this Three of Swords energy, a lot of swords energy actually. It's a lot to handle. It's a very painful time that you've gone through, and what is coming for you next is a time to really reflect about what has happened in the past, and to really think like about how, instead of looking at it through the lens of, yeah, I was so hurt, it was either my fault, either that person's fault, instead of thinking about it from this very singular or like this one person's perspective, perhaps think about it in terms of like the long term, or like a bigger perspective, like from a bird's eye view, and how this relationship has fallen apart, why this relationship has fallen apart, how this relationship has fallen apart, what has led to this relationship falling apart, and what does this talk about for the lessons that both of you have to learn in order to sustain a relationship in the future. And instead of looking at it like, oh yeah, like it was my fault, there was nothing that I did this or I did that, I was too clingy, I was doing this, I was doing that, instead of all these things, like look at it from a less like blaming yourself kind of point of view, and instead look at it like from the universe's point of view, look at it from the point of view from the universe, in the sense that what is it that I need to learn from this? What is it that I need to learn from this heartbreak? What is it that I need to learn from this defeat? Like clearly there is a lesson here from the heartbreak, and really having to like really hitting rock bottom is something that you've had to experience, and you've had to kind of learn from. There are some lessons there that you had to learn from, and it's about really healing this pain through the lessons that you've learned, and healing the confusion and understanding it, and stepping out from this confusion and understanding it, and really thinking this through, but not through the perspective of like a really hurt lens, if you get what I mean. It's not saying that you disregard the pain, but, or rather, like, this is not discounting the fact that you have felt hurt in the past, and it's not saying that you shouldn't process the hurt and you shouldn't grieve over it. It's talking about like understanding it and processing it in a very like enlightened kind of light, if you get what I mean. Like it's processing this whole situation from a different perspective, instead of the perspective of what you're going through right now, like being in this hurt and not being able to understand what's going on. And I feel like as you do that, you are going to step into a more mature energy, and you're going to step into an energy where you will be ready for what blessings are to come in terms of this soulmate connection. I do feel like this soulmate connection is on pause at this point in time because you both need to heal, but there will be a new beginning is what I'm hearing, and I'm feeling it with the Temperance card as well. And it's a matter of both of you learning to step into a more mature energy, learning to balance out your energies as well. You are both being asked to kind of like understand and balance spirituality and the 3D, but also kind of like there needs to be balance between the two of you in terms of this connection. It cannot be just one person just giving and giving and one person just taking and taking. It needs to be like a balance between the two of you. But you're being reminded that this soul connection is something that has happened in past lives, and it's something that has carried on into this life. But also what's important is that this connection is forever, it's infinite, it's something that's always there, and you need to remember that and keep that in mind through this confusion and through the process of healing the defeat and the heartache and the heartbreak, and through the process of reflecting and healing. that this connection is always there. So there's nothing to really worry about when it comes to this. Like, just do you and allow the rest of the things that you can't control to just flow into your life naturally. What you can control is to process this pain and think this through, and perhaps through that sometimes we find purpose in life, and we also find strength as well, and we find understanding, we find life skills. We know how to deal with the same problems if they do come about. We know how to deal with other aspects of our lives and other relationships in our lives which do not deal with the soulmate connection. And I mean like relationships with colleagues or friends, or with people around you, with family members, people around you. You learn how to be a loving person, and you learn how to give to other people through understanding your own emotional turmoils, your own, like, the lessons that you had to learn as a result of everything that you've had to go through. And because you've learned all these things, you tend to kind of see things in a very different light, and this makes you a better person. So I think what's coming your way is really the lessons that you're learning, and really learning to process a lot of this hurt and pain. And I think most of you are thinking like, you know what, I've processed it, it's over now. But I feel like there is a lot of underlying things that you've kind of swept under the carpet and pretended that it did not exist, and it will be coming up to the surface to be healed. And so you need to focus on that and be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and allow yourself to make mistakes, and allow yourself to work through the kinks slowly and in your own time. No one's rushing you. No one's forcing you to be something else or someone that you're not. Do things at your own pace and find your way at your own pace and in your own time and in your own style of kind of healing or processing things. Like, many people process things very differently. So for me, I would like sit down and think about it. Some people do journaling. Some people talk to other people to voice things out, bounce things off other people. There are many ways in which you can heal. You need to find the one that is really suited for you, and allow yourself the time to kind of look for this, as well as to work on this healing. So to end up this reading, I pulled an oracle card for you. And the oracle card basically kind of reinforces what I've been saying. Have patience with yourself, with this connection, with healing. And I do feel like eventually things will fall into place. But you're being asked to remember that if you've tried forever to shift a problem, so if you tried forever to kind of like get into union with this person, or trying to push for reconciliation, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. So embrace whatever that's happening right now as, it is what it is. And let's look for other things that I can control in order to work on, instead of pushing for something that I cannot control. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust. Every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So it really talks about learning to allow and release, and allow the universe to really come forward and help to guide the connection and things that you cannot change, like guide that forward, whereas you are guiding your own growth and your own path forward, if you get what I mean. Like, you're doing your part, the universe will do theirs. Don't try to kind of like switch and try to control every single thing. There are some things that you really can't control, and you just need to let that go and just allow and just be in the present moment. Focus on what you have to do instead of trying to escape from it. And like, some people try to like run away from the hurt that they need to heal by daydreaming about like union, thinking like, oh, union's going to be much better, I'm not going to be feeling all these things anymore. But honestly, if you've not really processed the pain of the past, processed things like fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, it's going to come up and surface in your relationship, in your reunion, and it's going to cause problems as well. And it's going to kind of repeat the cycle of like separation, because there might come a time where the insecurity will be too much for the other person to handle, or too much for you to handle as well, that you have to break away and things might fall apart. So it's better to take this period of time where you are healing in order to work through what you need to work through. So that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye!